Welcome to the very first edition of Temu Tuesdays, where about once a month on a Tuesday, I'm going to review some random tools that I bought from Temu. That's what I've done here. I bought 3 new woodworking tools. I'm going to open them up, I'm going to give them a crack and see how they are and how they perform, and just give you guys an honest review. All right, the very first tool I'm reviewing is this little center line gauge finder scriber. Okay, so let's open this up. I've never actually used one of these, but always been pretty interested. So you put a pencil through the end, and what it basically does is it finds the center line and it scribes a line on the edge of a timber. Doesn't really matter what thickness it is. All right, so I've got a pencil, just sharpen it up. I'm gonna put that through the back, and as you can see, it just sticks through the end a little bit. Now I'm gonna grab some timber, putting it on top, twisting it till it locks in, and then hopefully it's not really moving. Oh, and the pencil broke. Turning it so it locks in, and then drawing that line. So there's the line there, locking that in, making sure to hold it straight. And it looks like it's done a pretty good job. I'm just gonna get a tape measure. I'm just gonna put that over my timber. So this piece of timber is exactly 40 millimeters, and that mark is pretty smack on 20. So all in all, pretty good tool. Am I gonna use it? I don't know, maybe. You're probably wondering, what would you actually use this tool for? And I could only really think of one example in woodworking that I'd use it for. And that was as if I had 2 pieces of timber like this, and I was gonna notch out a cross halving joint. I might use that to do the center line on the edge. So if I held this piece like this and with a nice sharp pencil across the other side and at the back, like that, I could then use this here to actually score a line across the side, so that when I cut and chisel that out, I know I'm going halfway through the depth. Actually, I might try this out later on after the next review. Okay, the next Temu tool we're reviewing is the Japanese style handsaw, 12-inch wooden handle. That's pretty much it. That's the first one, which looks pretty good. It's very light, a little bit flimsy. Now, I'm gonna put the price of this saw up on the screen at the moment because I honestly can't remember what the price was. But here we go here. So this saw here you've got the 2 cutting edges there. This one here is more of like a dovetail type saw with the back, similar to it like a tenon saw. The wooden handles look a little bit different in color, but I think the quality of them feels the exact same. They're pretty nice. I mean, if you were doing some really fine woodworking, I think these would be like pretty handy if you were just starting out. Yeah, bring the line down. So I know how far to cut. So I'm just gonna start with this one here first, with the straight edge on the back. Okay, I can tell why they're called pull saws, because the cut motion definitely happens on the pull. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but the actual teeth are pointing back towards the cutter or the person, so that's why I'm guessing it's cutting on the pull stroke. Try the other one. Now this other saw here, it has 2 sides, and all I can tell is that this side over here, it looks a bit rougher than this side here. The teeth look finer on this side. The only thing I can think of is maybe this is for more fine cutting, and this might be, you know, the more grunt to sort of cut through quicker. Let's try the rough side first. Okay, already I can tell this one cuts a lot better than that first cut I did. Seems to be just going through the timber a lot nicer. And last cut, I'll do another cut now on the fine side. And to be honest, I think this is already feeling like the best of all 3. These fine teeth here seem to be cutting through really nice and smooth. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I actually don't mind these saws. They're really nice to use compared to the saws I've been using. Is it going to replace my current hand saws in the workshop? Definitely not, but I can see myself pulling them out when I'm gonna do some sort of you know, little joint, whether it's a dovetail or a finger joint or something like that. They cut pretty nice, and I quite like the style of these flexible Japanese hand saws. Okay, it's the final tool in today's Temu Tuesday is this tool here. This is a self-loading hole puncher, really. I got this to basically mark timber before I'm gonna drill holes. And I'll show you what it means. If I got a piece of scrap timber, what you basically do is you push down from the end, so you hold it like a pen, push down, and you hear that click. Probably wondering, when am I gonna use that? So I use it quite often. Let's say I wanna use my drill press and I want to drill a hole right through that cross intersection there. If I'm using like a 5 or a 6 millimeter bit, it's gonna be really hard for that bit to get right into that center cross without it sort of slipping or moving around. If you take a little punch like this, put it right in the center of that cross and push it in, okay, what it's done is it's created a little hole for the drill bit to self-center itself and go through. It's just really quick and easy to do multiple holes at once. I've seen a few of these online. A few other woodworkers have them, and you can actually pull the back up and let go of it, and it spring loads down, and it actually can punch nails in. I don't know if this one can do it. Let's give it a quick try. Okay, I've got a 40 millimeter nail here. Just going to put this in the center of the workpiece. Okay, now I'm going to get my little marking machine. And that nail hasn't budged at all. Nah, it's definitely not a nail punch. Okay, 12 punches later and I got the nail in. That's ready for putty. But yeah, I think it goes to show that this cannot be used as a nail punch. It's just a marking tool. So I wanted to come back to these two tools to just sort of show you if I'm actually going to use this and when you might use this. So earlier I did this little cross halving joint. I held it over like that and I marked it out. What I'm going to do now is just use my square here to square these lines down the side. Okay, I've got my marks down the sides now, and see if we can get an exact center line scribed on this piece. And the last one. Let's cut that out and see if this tool actually works. And let's use our new saws while we cut them. Whew. Puffing a bit. Okay, so see if they, yeah, that's not bad. That's the joint there. And the reason this thing worked is because these two pieces of timber are completely flush. And if it wasn't for the center line marker, these wouldn't be flush. As you can see right there, the line on the side lines up with each other. You know, the line marker, the Japanese saws, and the hole marker as well. 3 not bad tools. I'll put the prices and I'll put all the links in my description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.